to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's an option look. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that previous play. We'll try to run it with the option. Football comes out. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Staff just took a collective sigh of relief, but I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's a quick grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
On third down, it's a handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
For the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pitting the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Running past the 45. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
And the Sun Devils keep the football on the move. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Turner. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Catch made on the right side. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
And the Sun Devils with 1st and 10 here. They'll run it to the left. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Here's the option play. And the defense there to smother that option play.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Impressive opening drive. The 10th play coming up. It's 3rd down. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off. It's a design run. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
A quick throw out left, complete. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Sun Devils will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out, communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense operating from the pistol. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones and David Wilson and Lee Suggs. And now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at second forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And that sets up a return. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. To throw, it's Turner. It's an out route, the catch made. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
The key on the third down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. 4 receivers on the field for this second and inches. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He slings this one deep down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two, and that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Can he make it to the marker? Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. A big game. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. And the Sun Devils will try to keep this drive moving. Takes the toss, heads to his right. And he's got some room to work. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, ASU. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And they'll set up for the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
That's a big first down for this offense. It's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Catch made on the out route. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Hokies come to the line in a hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So second down after the incompletion. They'll test the right side here.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Third down after that running play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Third down, out of the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball at the 22. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out into the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The Hokies line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in?
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. Timing here is impeccable.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Scanning the field, it's Turner. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away to get us going in the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the second half is a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw caught on the left side. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. He's on the run, launches deep. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And he'll drop back here on third down. It's an out route, the catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And the Hokies looking to keep this drive moving. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
What a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the first down. He was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Puts the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
The Hokies will line up on 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Receiver in motion now. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least. 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Off the RPO, caught to the right. He's found some room at the 45. They stop him at the 49. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They're going to run the option. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
The Sun Devils look to keep this drive moving. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, it's Turner. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the back now goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here comes a handoff. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Pressure, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Risky throw.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's got his man open downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Get some positive yards. You keep the ball on the ground. The clock will continue to roll. They need a touchdown here. I cannot wait to see what this call is on 3rd and goal.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he scores. Touchdown, Hokies. Extra point try coming now. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Arizona State offense comes back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. We'll try to run it with the option. He shreds the tackle. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Picks up the first down and still going. Touchdown, Arizona State. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. More control. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback. Is definitely frustrating. What a great job with the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big game here, but take it in for 6 himself.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll get there. Touchdown, Sun Devils. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Lining up to try the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
14.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, picked off on the defense. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Oh, here comes the reverse. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Sun Devils will have to kick this away. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. This will be down just on the other side of midfield. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And this pass is on target, caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. And he'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. He fires this throw and is intercepted. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down here for this offense. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.